Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Meghan Markle's podcast Archetype. I talked about that podcast in many videos a few weeks back, a couple of months back. So now we have a podcast of Meghan Markle. So I listened to it and I found it quite interesting. I'm going to actually put the link to that podcast here. What we learned from it is that it's the first episode of a series of 12 episodes that will be revolving around the word archetypes. Archetypes being those labels that are put onto women and that prevent them from moving ahead, smashing that ceiling, moving ahead and becoming what they want to be. Meghan Markle talks about it. She said that feminism was not such a big thing until she had that episode with her male classmate, who, after watching a commercial about a dish soap, said that they were not concerned about it, that it's only for women. So she was appalled by the reaction and she decided to do something about that. She then wrote a letter to the CEO of Procter & Gamble to explain the situation and ask them to change the ad, which he did 3 months later, and she was quite happy that it happened. And that was the first time she realized that she had a voice and that she wanted to use it in order to do greater things, in order to change things. This was an example of what she meant by women having their own voice. And also she talks about the word archetypes and what it means to her and how she's going to be doing podcasts around that. It was quite an interesting podcast because we have little nuggets of Meghan Markle's personal life. We get to know how she met Serena Williams because she's going to be the first guest on that podcast. They talked about their personal friendship and we have confirmation that they've been friends for so long and how they met. It was at a game. They talk about it, and at one point Prince Harry come in and he compliment Serena on her hair and he invited her over to Montecito. So we hear about Meghan Markle a little bit more about her personal life because that's her podcast, and she said that she'll be talking about her life unfiltered in that series. And we have nuggets about how she was raised. It was quite interesting in that matter. I really wish that you guys go and listen to it. That's why I don't want to do any analysis of the commentary or podcast itself, because I want you guys to go and listen to it so it can be successful, so the Duchess can be successful. I might do an analysis of some of the things we got from that interview. And it's not going to be for tomorrow. I'm going to leave time for you guys to go and listen to it. Also, I forgot to mention that she'll be speaking to experts, doctors, about feminism and the archetypes and labels that women have been dealing with all these years. And they're talking about ambition, what it means being ambitious when we are a woman and what it means when we are men. So I really liked it. I like the fact that, first of all, they're talking about something that touches every woman, whether you like it or not. At one point in your life, you will be meant to feel less than. Some people say that no, it's no longer relevant. It is relevant. And there are many times in my life where I was made to feel less than because I was a woman. And I even traveled to another part of the world where it was even worse. I was completely ignored as a woman, even when I said something. So in that situation, what Meghan Markle talks about here resonates a lot. So even if you say that it's not relevant, if you think about your day-to-day life, how people react when you say something and how your male counterpart said the same during the same conversation, you'll see that there's a difference there. So maybe I'm rambling a lot here, but I would advise you really to go check the podcast. Really, it covers so many things. You can definitely get so much information about Meghan Markle's life. She's not very direct in a sense that she doesn't say, when I was in the royal family, this is what happened, this is what didn't happen. But she puts some of her own experience of the past 2 years there, talk about how she lived, especially being vilified in the press, how she felt during her pregnancies with Archie and Lilibet, how they traveled to South Africa. So those little nuggets are very informative and contradicts something that has been written about the Duchess and her life. And also it's interesting to see how Serena Williams explained particular incident in her life where people were trying to put her down, people were trying to spread false rumors about her, people was calling her bossy because she complained about the way the arbiter reacted to her game. She talks about her daughter as well. She talks about so many things about her life when growing up. She talks about and why she was so ambitious. Or they talked about the Compton incident with Meghan Markle being told that she was coming straight out of Compton. They make a reference to that as well. And it's quite interesting. So please go and listen to it. It's very interesting. I'm also going to put the transcript of the conversation on here. The link would be in the description for anyone that might be interested in reading it if you can't listen to it. But yeah, I loved it. And I actually love the pictures that they put on the ad and they put on the commercials of the podcast. Meghan Markle looks amazing. Two pictures that I liked. When she has her hair down, and the other one she had them in a ponytail, and she's marvelous. We already see so many articles about that in the newspapers. Just go and listen, and you come back and tell me what you thought about it. Let me know what you think. Hope you like the video. Feel free to click on like if it's the case. Subscribe for more videos and click on the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. Also, if you want to support the channel, feel free to click on the links, one of the links that I put as a first comments and also in the description, to donate $2 or more to support the channel. Thank you.